Okay, we are live. Hi, everybody. It is me, Love Plans. Welcome back to a stream after a few months. Sorry for the horrible quality, because we're back to mobile, but I am working on doing some PC streams on my laptop. I do have to get about a monitor still, so that I can connect it to a screen so it can broadcast to you guys. Let me turn off the volume. Oh, it's already off. Perfect. We have max volume. And I doubt anybody shows up, really, just for the fact it's been so long. But I'm going to look into the new beach update. I have played through the storyline of this, and I have to say I absolutely loved it. But I remembered something a little bit kind of strange about. Anyway, that scene was the same as Kyogre at Rose Cove City. And so basically it's the same exact, like, he's in the water and he's jumping over this, like, guard railing. It's the same with Kyogre. He's jumping over it. And now, I guess I can't play LOOMIAN Legacy anymore. But that's actually the same exact scene from... I just thought it was kind of interesting how they're using scenes like that now. So, you might see some different stuff. You guys have heard my predictions all the time. I think we're gonna be seeing Team Eclipse sometime soon. Maybe we'll see them in the new city even. That would be cool. That could explain why they've been working so much. I have made a few trades. I'm actually, little big news, I'm done with LOOMIAN Legacy trading. Values have switched up too much, and I feel like it's just a really toxic community with what you do. I mean, what's going on is, like, I feel that, am I still, okay, I just want to make sure it's not, like, breaking on me. And then I cut out, and you guys are like, oh, where did he go? I feel like the trading community part of LOOMIAN Legacy has gone extremely toxic. I just feel like that people have disbanded. A lot of my friends have decided to quit this community as well. And I decided to do one last trade. I have to... Oh, we got to encounter something. I already caught a Lumika. A lot of my friends have traded for the last LOOMIANs, and I actually did the same. And so you guys might have noticed I have a Dusket. As you know, I've gained quite a little bit of value in my tradings, and I have settled it for one thing and some ads. This Dusket, I tried getting a Pure Nimble, and I almost got one, but somebody, like 5 people topped my offer right when he was going to do it. So even though it's not as good, I have a Pure Smart, basically, Dusket, and I actually love using this in PvP. It's still extremely... I keep getting kicked, which kind of sucks for me. I have no idea why LOOMIAN Legacy is just trying to kill me off. Maybe they're taking my criticism too hard. But, I did trade for this Dusket. I gave a Gamma Pink Cosmere for the Dusket in some PvPs, which I'll go over. I really like my team currently that I have now. I use this all the time, and I just have fun with this now. But in this stream, I'm going to be going over the kind of what's going to happen to my channel. I did this way back when I quit, but that was a way longer, because I quit in December the same time I quit this time, and I didn't return till August. But this time I returned in about March when the update came, and I had a good break. I just have to say that it was kind of well needed for what I have been going through lately. And I won't bother you guys with that. I've been watching a bunch of Pokemon Brick Brawl and stuff, so I kind of missed that. But basically, what has happened is I am deciding to try to return to YouTube. YouTube is a platform I love, just connecting with you guys. Everything we do, it genuinely makes me happy with what we do, what I do with you guys, and I just kind of want to create that and prosper it. I want to keep in touch with you guys, and I don't want to just abandon you without cause and without a reason like some people do. But my plan for this is I've gotten less active, as you know, and this isn't just a LOOMIAN legacy. Like, I'm starting to disconnect a little bit away from Roblox, and it's not that I am just hating Roblox, it's just the fact of maturity, and it's with when you grow up, you have new aspects and interests, and Roblox it's not giving me the thrill it used to when like it was, I don't know, 2016, 2017. Those were the days when I just Pokemon Brick Bronze, and that's why I play LOOMIAN Legacy. Pokemon Brick Bronze was that one game where I felt like it had the best community. You could connect with so many people, and I made so many. It kind of lost a piece of me because it just created that happy atmosphere for me. So I was totally stoked when LOOMIAN Legacy released. I do have a few issues with LOOMIAN Legacy, though, that is going to be part of how I'm going to change my YouTube channel. And it really has to pay on dependability. A lot of my friends get mad at me for saying these, while a ton of them agree with me as well. And it's mostly between, like, the ones who are active in LOOMIAN Legacy get really mad when I say stuff like this. But the ones who have, like, started mellowed down like I have, they totally agree with what I'm saying. And so I mean this in no disrespect to anybody. I can understand the hard work. I am going to be throwing my personal biased opinion into this, so do not criticize me on that. Because everybody's going to have their own opinion, and I can't change that. Nobody can change your difference in opinions. But what's going to be going on with me is I'm just going to be alternating my schedule, and I cannot say if it will work. I cannot say if I will stay. I hope I can try to fit this in, but it also has to do with a lot of real life stuff. And yeah, so let's get into it. I'm going to start off with my problems with LOOMIAN Legacy as a build-up. Basically, I have a few issues with LOOMIAN Legacy, and a main one to it comes on dependability and a probability. And by probability, I mean honestly, the chances of when we get new stuff. And here's why. So basically, if you guys haven't known, it is, I think it was since June or July, it has been almost 2 years since we've gotten a new city, and over a year since we've gotten a new place. And I find that absolutely ridiculous, for here's why. We had most of these same developers from Pokemon Brick Bronze into LOOMIAN Legacy, and I want to show you guys this. One of their biggest cities, Atlantean City, which shares a lot with Atlantean City, it was one of their bigger updates. Like, this city had a ton of, it had Soul Burst, which was basically Mega Keystones, and so they had Mega Keystones come out. They had a full-on storyline come out. They had a ton of things packed into it. So you're like, oh, that must have taken way longer. I mean, we have this city and it's been taking 2 years. Wow, how much time did it take them? 3? This city took them about 6 months. And think of what they all had. They had Mega Keystones, which is supposed to be coming up with ours. They had a storyline, a big reveals, a huge battle. They were introducing a full line of new generation Pokemon. They were just full on packing it in with Atlantean City. It was absolutely huge. And it only took them 6 months. And I'm saying only compared to what LOOMIAN Legacy has taken 2 years for this city. So I have extremely high expectations for this story. because I fell in love with the Pokemon Brick Bronze story. Like, just the full-on fight for your friends and family. I mean, I absolutely adored that. And I feel like Loomian Legacy has lost that piece. It feels like just a group of digital friends. And I feel like that's not as interesting. I feel like I need more action. I feel like you're just chasing for badges, and that's almost it. Now, Jake has changed that for me. As seeing Jake, I was like, oh my god, this has changed so much. This has gone way more interesting. But we can't take that into much as what more happens over and over again. I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do. That Team Eclipse is going to show an appearance into our new storyline. I really don't know why this keeps kicking me out, and it's absolutely messing me up. It's just insane is what's going on. And the fact that it's taken 2 years for a city is absolutely unreasonable. And this is where I'm going to get into my own biased opinions on what I think has happened, because the moderators and builders and developers have gone barely into insight on this. And here's what I think is happening. It all started after the new city of Sephiroth. Sephiroth had a lot in it. We had Protogen, which is basically Mewtwo. If you say it's not, you are in denial, just saying. And no offense, but it's basically an electronic Mewtwo. Let's be honest right here, right now. But after Sephiroth City, I think that the team, it was losing it. Loomian Legacy started to die down, so we had lack of motivation, and so these developers didn't want to work as much. Now, sure, we got these events, but those were cover-ups. The events were cover-ups. It was to keep people still playing, but these developers, like Brad and the entire team, they were just losing their lack of motivation for the game. And I know that most people won't agree with me who play Loomian Legacy still. This probably isn't going to get any attraction, because it's a stream, and who's going to watch like an hour stream just watching me rant about Loomian Legacy? And let's be honest, the developers are probably not going to take any interest into what I'm saying. Maybe if you had bigger people like Armenti talking about topics like these, they would maybe have a little key interest. But I don't think Loomian Legacy is going anywhere. Especially for 2 years, and they cover up these with events. They put in a few new Loomians. They make it so interesting. People are like, oh my god, it's a Halloween event. And then they jack up these prices for the values too, which I'm not going to get into because that's trading. And if I get into trading, I'm absolutely going to lose it, because I did trading the entire time. And that's what means a lot for my Dusket right now. But basically, I think that these moderators and developers have gotten so lazy with this that they'll throw a bone basically to the people with an event, and it wouldn't come out in August. In fact, the Solber's dad, it said it was coming with and key interest with Atlantean City in 2021. Well, congratulations. It's 2022. This means they have held this back. They were positive they were getting close, but they got lazy. They got sucked into their events. Like, we do not need events. What we need is actual credibility into this. We want our new stuff. And so that's why, like, attractions like now Doodle World is getting so much, because it looks like these people are paying more attention to their community. Loomian Legacy has lost their community. They're not paying attention to it. And that's what causes the issue of credibility. If they don't pay attention to what their fans are saying, they're not going to have anything. And so you have these massive events that just keep coming over because they're trying to cover up that they haven't worked. That's my final thing. I think they barely for Anthean. It was like, okay, we have an idea. We should be able to get it done by then, and we can release them all together. Yeah, that didn't work out. And I think it's for the fact that they just never had anything in the first place. They were just buying it with throwing events. They had nothing. And this is where people started paying a bit more attention. They got down. They were not going to let this happen. And that's why they threw the beach. They did. Because I don't think this was used much. Guys, there's only barely a storyline. And it's over here. Anything else, they added just a couple of Loomians. But everything else literally doesn't matter here. There's no storyline quests. There's nothing else. Think about it. There's barely anything here. We saw that they had the map ready, but we see that they barely had anything here. I can tell you this. I haven't scripted in a ton of time. I can't really have credibility with this, but it was not hard to use this. You can tell. And I mean, I think these guys just have nothing in period, and that when people are starting to criticize them more on it, that's when they're like, okay, we got to get something out. And they rush this. Like, they never had it in the first place. They were talking about how it was going way into depth and stuff. They had nothing. They never had anything for this. I mean, and they're talking about how this is going to release in April. It's almost the middle of April now, and we still have nothing. Like, they were talking about how they had Anthean City ready. Well, guess what? It's not here. Why isn't it here if you said it was going to be in April? And it's getting towards the middle of April. You were talking about how it's ready. And you're saying how you might need a bit more time with Soul Burst. That's Soul Burst. You said you would release the city in April. You said you would release Soul Burst in May. Well, we don't. What are you? And I feel like it's going to get delayed more. I'm sorry, guys, but I feel like the updates, they're going to get delayed more. And that's why I don't play Loomian Legacy as much. I cannot stand the ignorance of these people always holding it back. Stop it with the events. Stop it with the events. We do not need events. We need your work, and we need it now, and we need storyline to be added. This is why Loomian Legacy dies as a game. This is why games like Royal High, Adopt Me take over, because they have that constant flow. They build that energy. Loomian Legacy is just like a standing target. It's not going to live with how, oh, well, I would, but I don't want to do it right now, you know? You're going to get fired. Lando's that person who's like, oh, okay, I totally understand. You know what? Take as much time as you need. He is not laying down the basics of his fundamentally. I said that wrong. I'm sorry. I'm just kind of like, I'm tired, to say the least. But I feel like Loomian Legacy just isn't working compatibly with it. And I haven't checked Doodle World out yet. I probably will check out Doodle World soon. But I feel like Loomian Legacy is dying as its game itself. And it sucks. It really does suck with what's going on. I mean, when are we going to have a freedom from it? Because everything that happens, we lose. And I feel like we're just going to keep getting canceled and canceled. But, I mean, it's just time of wait now. We have no idea how long it's going to take. Hopefully they do keep their promise, which they don't have a good history with. And personally, I've lost interest in this storyline. I do not like the storyline. I don't know if it's just the nostalgia, but Pokemon Brick Bronze was on top of it. The betrayals, everything. I mean, Jake, the betrayal, I was absolutely blown away. That's a memory that's been incored into my mind. Even, 6 years later? 6 or 7 years later? And it's still sucked in my brain. Like, it's about how you impact. And I feel like Loomian Legacy is not impacting anyone. And that's why it's going to be dying as a game. Now, this is where I'm going to get my scheduling. As I've said, I'm getting bored in LOOMIAN Legacy. I don't know if I can continue this content, guys. Unless something mind-blowing happens, I think I might be done with LOOMIAN Legacy. I barely do PvP. That's why I have these PvPs. I barely do PvP, though. That's the thing. Like, I haven't been on top of it at all. Not at all. I'm just saying that flat out right now. I have no idea why I have 1 energy and that. I need to remove that attack M. Okay, good. I have 1 attack M reset. Lucky me. But I just... It's the basics. And we've lost that. So I don't know if I can continue, guys, with trying to put on a fake smile for LOOMIAN Legacy. It's just not appealing to me anymore. So unless something mind-blowing happens, I think I'm going to be done with this content. That doesn't mean I don't want to make other content. And I still might make LOOMIAN Legacy videos. I mean, I might have fun with my dusket. Check out updates. But it's the same thing with me, like with Think Noodles. Think Noodles was a huge content creator and absolutely loved Pokemon Brick Bronze. And he was devastated when we lost it. But when he heard LOOMIAN Legacy, he was absolutely pumped. Guys, he stopped when in Route... What was it? Route 8? I don't remember. When we had the fossil Loomians. And that's because, like, we had nothing forever. And he had nothing he could make videos on. And he went to Twitter saying, like, he couldn't do it anymore. That it just wasn't appealing to him. And I have to agree, it's not... LOOMIAN Legacy isn't hugely appealing to me anymore. And I'm sorry about that, guys. Like, I really do want to stay with you. But I don't know if I can just do these fake videos trying to impress everybody. Like, what do I do? What can I do? So, I don't know if I can continue this. And I'm sorry, guys. I'm completely sorry. I'll buy that later. I have to buy CP because I'm getting Pure Smart, but I ended up getting Pure Nimble. Which isn't bad, but, like... Speed, I don't feel like is meant for Ikazune. Anyway, I'm just ranting on. I haven't had a single person, I think, visit the stream. I'll check. Yeah, nobody's checked me out. Like I said, my channel's dead. But, I think I'm going to call it a wrap, guys. Thanks for watching the stream, and, I'm sorry it didn't work for it. But, thanks for checking out the stream. I'm sorry it didn't work out, guys, and, see you next time.